Hello everyone, and welcome to your online video class. Before we start, please make sure you have the worksheets for your lesson and something to write with. Please watch and listen carefully, and I hope you enjoy learning about some interesting places around the world together. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Anna, and I am from the UK. So what will we do in today's lesson? First, we will start with a warm-up quiz. Then we will learn about some special places around the world and why they are important. Finally, we will think of some special places here in Korea and design our own posters. Let's begin our lesson. We will start with a quiz to get us thinking about our topic. I will show you a picture of somewhere special in the world, and you should guess from 4 options. For example, you can see behind me a picture of a famous building. There are 4 options to choose from. A. Big Ben in the UK. B. Shanghai Tower in China. 3. Daegu Tower in South Korea. Or D. The Burj Khalifa in the UAE. What do you think the answer is? The answer is C. Daegu Tower in South Korea. Now you can take worksheet 1 and put your answers in the activity 1 section. Try and answer the question by writing the full name of the place. Question 1. A. Great Wall of China. B. Berlin Wall in Germany. C. Western Wall in Israel. Or D. Hadrian's Wall in the UK. The answer is A. Great Wall of China. Question 2. Is it A. Pantheon in Italy, B. the Hagia Sophia in Turkey, C. the Acropolis in Greece, or D. the Colosseum in Italy? The answer is D. the Colosseum in Italy. Question 3. Is this A. the Leaning Tower in Italy, B. Chichen Itza in Mexico, C. the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, or D. Sagrada Familia in Spain? This is B. Chichen Itza in Mexico. How about this one? Is this A. Petra in Jordan, B. the Forbidden City in China, C. Nasser al-Mulk Mosque in Iran, or D. Burj Al Arab, UAE? It's A. Petra in Jordan. The next one. Is this A. Musée du Louvre in France, B. the Opera House in Sydney, C. Taj Mahal in India, or D. the White House in the USA? The answer is C. Taj Mahal in India. How about this one? Is it A, the Statue of Liberty in the USA? B, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil? C, the Little Mermaid in Denmark? Or D, Tiantan Buddha in Hong Kong? The answer is B, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. How about this one? Is this A, Angkor Wat in Cambodia? B, Tikal in Guatemala? C, Las Lajas Sanctuary in Colombia? Or D, Machu Picchu in Peru? That's right, it's D, Machu Picchu in Peru. Well done, everyone. Do you know what is special about the places from the quiz? Well, they are known as the 7 wonders of the world. What does it take to be a wonder of the world? Well, it has to be somewhere which is iconic and symbolises a chapter of human history. There are many wonders of the world. There are ancient wonders, such as the pyramids and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and natural wonders, such as the Grand Canyon and the Great Barrier Reef. But today, we will be learning more about the new wonders of the world. So, starting in Daegu, we will travel around the world and visit the 7 wonders of the world. Our first stop is the Great Wall in China. Let's go! Wow! We've arrived at the Great Wall of China. Isn't it impressive? This famous wall is over 4,000 miles long, making it the world's longest man-made structure. It was built to protect China from attacks from the north and took over 2,000 years to build. It is time to leave China and visit our next destination. We are flying to India now to visit a very beautiful building. Here is the magnificent Taj Mahal in India. It was built by Emperor Shah Jahan to honour his wife who died giving birth to their 14th child. That's right, 14th child. Whew, that's a lot of babies. It took 20,000 people 22 years to build the building. And do you know what the emperor did to the workers afterwards? Well, according to legend, the emperor cut the hands off the workers so they couldn't recreate the design. Ouch! Let's move to the Middle East now and stop off in the country of Jordan. Wow, this is amazing, isn't it? This is Petra, and it is an ancient city that was abandoned after 2 earthquakes. It was a city that was built along a famous trade route called the Silk Road. These buildings were built into the canyons and were rediscovered in 1812. On we go to Europe now to visit the Colosseum in Italy. Ooh, maybe we will even have some time for pizza. This iconic building is the Colosseum and was built in the 1st century by Emperor Vespasian. It was used for many events, including gladiator fights where men would fight each other with a sword or a swing mace, often resulting in death. But it wasn't just men fighting. There were also women gladiators, and the Colosseum could hold up to 50,000 people. So the crowds for these fights were huge. Wow, they are some beautiful places, aren't they? Before we visit the other wonders of the world, we are going to see what we remember about the places we have just visited. If you look at Activity 2 on your worksheet, there are some sentences which are missing words. Using the words from the word bank, Fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. You have 2 minutes to complete the sentences. Great job! Here are the answers. Well done! Let's continue on our journey and visit the last 3 wonders of the world. Can you guess where we are going next? Yes, we are off to South America, to the country of Brazil, to see Christ the Redeemer. This huge statue is on top of Mount Corcovado in Rio de Janeiro, which was completed in 1931 and took 5 years to build. How tall do you think it is? Well, it is 38 meters tall, and the length from one hand to the other is 28 meters, so it's very big. As it is on top of the mountain, sometimes it gets hit by lightning, sometimes up to 6 times a year. Our next destination is also in South America, in the country of Peru. So let's go! Here is the beautiful ancient city of Machu Picchu. It was built by the Incas in 1450, but was abandoned and then rediscovered in 1911. There is a lot of mystery about this iconic site, as people don't know what it was used for. But there are many different ideas. Some people think it was used for women living in convents, a pilgrimage site, and even a royal retreat. What do you think it was used for? We will travel to our last destination now, Chichen Itza in Mexico. Chichen Itza is the name of the whole ancient city. However, the most famous part of the city is the El Castillo Pyramid. This pyramid has 365 steps, one for each day in a year. And twice a year, the sun sets in a special way, which casts a shadow on the steps, which looks like a snake slithering down them. Wow, what a trip! Where was your favourite place we visited? I think my favourite wonder of the world is the Taj Mahal. I've never seen a building like it before. We are going to move on to our next activity now, which is activity 3 on your worksheet. If you look on your worksheet, there is a picture of the world under activity 3 and the names of the 7 wonders of the world, which you need to put in the correct country. You will have 2 minutes to do this activity. Here are the answers. Great job, everyone! We have learned a lot about some amazing places around the world. But let's think about places closer to home. Do you remember what makes somewhere a wonder of the world? Well, it has to be somewhere which is iconic and symbolises a chapter of human history. Are there any wonders in Korea? For our next activity, we are going to think about special places in Korea that are worthy of the title Wonder of the World. There are lots of places to choose from, so take 2 minutes to brainstorm some places on your worksheet under activity 4A. I hope you have thought about some special places in Korea. Now you need to choose one of those places from your list and use it to create a poster about the place you have chosen. You will design a poster advertising your wonder with some reasons why it should be considered a wonder of Korea. You will design your poster under Activity 4B on the worksheet. Let's look at an example. I have chosen the Sparkland Ferris wheel in Daegu as my wonder of Korea. As you can see, I have drawn a picture of it and I have written 2 reasons why it is special. You have 10 minutes now to design your poster. Well done, everyone! I am sure you all chose some amazing wonders of Korea. Let's wrap up now with a few questions about the 7 wonders of the world. You can write your answers under Activity 5. Which city was abandoned after 2 earthquakes? Was it A, Petra in Jordan, B, the Great Wall in China, C, Machu Picchu in Peru, or D, the Colosseum in Italy? The answer is A, Petra in Jordan. Which wonder is the longest man-made structure in the world? Is it A, Great Wall of China, B, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, C, Petra in Jordan, or D, the Taj Mahal in India? It's A, the Great Wall of China. Which of these was built by the Incas? Was it A, Chichen Itza in Mexico, B, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, C, Petra in Jordan, or D, Machu Picchu in Peru? That's right, it's D, Machu Picchu in Peru. How many times a year does Christ the Redeemer statue get hit by lightning? Is it A, 1 to 3 times a year, B, 3 to 6 times a year, C, 9 to 11 times a year, or D, never? It's B, 3 to 6 times a year. Can you remember, what events did the Colosseum hold? Was it A, cycle races, B, pop concerts, C, flower shows, or D, gladiator fights? It's D, gladiator fights. What did the emperor do to workers to stop them building another Taj Mahal? Was it A, put them in jail, B, killed them, C, cut off their hands, or D, made them do 1,000 push-ups? The answer is C. He cut off their hands. How many steps are there at the pyramid in Chichen Itza? Is it A, 307, B, 365, C, 430, or D, 897? The answer is B, 365. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope that you have learnt something new about what makes a wonder of the world, and I hope that you had fun. Thank you for watching. See you next time.